Welcome, everyone. This is the Common Critic on the Fed by Ravens Media Network. Apparently, I'm having a tough time talking today because I've had all sorts of slip-ups on pre-production, we'll call it, or pre-recording. Or
You're good.
We're good. We're talking Godzilla versus Kong, the long-awaited, we'll call it the fourth installment. Is that one, two? Yeah, four installments in the so-called Monsterverse. Godzilla, the Titans, the Kong, and all that.
Love it.
Love it.
It's amazing.
Okay, you kind of Dallas. You kind of gave the look of like you were gonna like start trashing.
Yeah, like what?
I mean, for me, it's the whole universe is
The whole
So we can
the whole universe is there?
Just, everything, all four.
It's just I've fallen asleep in the first three. All of them.
I could understand the first Godzilla, right? Because it's like, geez, that's like almost a 2-hour movie or something. Like the first 90 minutes, you don't see anything. There's like nothing. You're just there with Elizabeth Olsen and Aaron Taylor Johnson, right? Which,
they're like trying to do a Jaws thing where like they kept it like secret, like, but everybody knew like we're here to see Godzilla. Let's see.
Literally
Godzilla.
In the title, on the poster, in the trailers. Like you don't have to keep it a secret, guys. You could just.
The trailer was like the same amount of footage as you saw in the movie.
90 seconds of footage.
But I enjoyed those 90 seconds of footage because
like that.
I love Godzilla.
Gojira. Yeah. No, like the first one is, like I said, like the last 20 minutes is great, but I just like looked that up on YouTube, right? I don't need the rest of it. Like, and you could say that's with like the same principle with all these movies, right? Oh, if you're just there for the monster fights, just watch the 20 minutes of fights on YouTube. Yeah, and that's and I do.
Yeah. Well, I think these are made for the big, the theater and going to it, and enjoying a popcorn flick for sure. I mean, there's the dialogues, the plot, but it's fantastic. All of them, I love it.
I mean, I've been inebriated going to one of these, and it still wasn't that fun for me. I had more fun joking around in the theater with not in the theater, in my buddy's theater room.
Oh, okay.
Sorry.
Good.
No, I would never.
I almost called you out.
I would never do that to the theater. That is my holy place.
Yeah, I know.
It's sacred.
But I don't know why. I just can't get into these movies.
What? Not even like we'll go through some of the previous movies. Kong Skull Island. I would say that's
I enjoyed that one more than the other two Godzilla movies personally, but I think that's just because Samuel L. Jackson's in it.
I'm so glad he died. Spoilers.
In an insane way.
Yes.
In that movie, yes, because I
cheered vocally when that happened.
I also can't take Coach Eric Taylor serious in anything but Coach Eric Taylor. So I think that's Godzilla kind of takes me out. And what's her name?
Millie Bobby Brown.
Well, her,
11 and Stranger Things.
And the mom.
Oh, shoot. Yeah. I was just looking up their IMDb before this. I can't remember.
I can't remember her name.
I can't remember either.
She's the Conjuring lady. And I don't know why. Those three all in the same movie. I'm like... No.
But you're missing the point.
But it took me out.
The point is those monsters.
I know, but I wasn't into the monsters because those three took me out.
I want to know what happened to the stacked cast of Skull Island, because it's like they came out, and even like the first Godzilla had kind of a stacked cast, but King of the Monsters and Godzilla vs. Kong the cast is nowhere near the level of Skull Island. Tom Hiddleston, Brie Larson, John C. Reilly, Samuel L. Jackson. Yeah. These are huge A-list actors. What happened?
Well, I think... Well, first of all, let me say Kong was probably my favorite. I don't know. It's going to be a toss-up now between this one and Kong. But that was more of a story about them humans discovering Skull Island and Kong. So I think you needed a strong presence of, human beings, I guess you can say. With this one, it was all about Godzilla versus Kong. So I'm personally glad that they kept human beings kind of on the back burner.
And that's always been a staple of these movies, is the characters and the human part is always on the back burner, right?
Yeah.
And especially
except for Kong, I think.
Kong, yeah. Well, John C. Reilly, they really play.
So
yeah, he's fantastic in it. He's like the standout human character in it. I always say, like in King of the Monsters, any of those humans die, I would not care. Like zero. None of them.
Yeah.
Have them die in the most gruesome way possible, and I wouldn't even blink an eye because I don't care. I can't even remember, except for like Serizawa, who rocks. Everyone loves Serizawa. Yeah. But I can't even remember any of their names, and I watch that movie all the time. Don't remember any of their names, man.
Neither do I.
I don't care for it.
I just remember Godzilla.
Godzilla.
King of the monsters.
But it's like...
And Mothra.
And I think it's especially apparent in this movie. It's like, okay, let's work out the monsters, and then everything else can come second.
Yeah, or third.
Or fourth or fifth, man.
Yeah.
Like, it is so far back there. But in this new one, there's one character I would actually care for.
The child?
The girl,
Yeah.
And I think it's just because I'm sympathetic towards her.
Well, I give a heart.
I cared for another character also.
There's one other that I might agree with you on.
I can't remember.
The conspiracy theorist
guy?
The
black guy?
Oh,
He's
yeah,
funny.
dude.
Yeah.
He's hilarious the whole movie.
Yeah.
He was the highlight
him.
of the movie for me.
The highlight?
Yes.
The highlight.
The highlight.
Like the top. Like, we're talking like the best part
He
about
was
this.
my favorite character in the whole movie.
Well, here's an
Monsters and all?
Yep.
Oh, my
wow.
heavens. This is gonna be terrible.
Well, here's an easy way to like get me to care about a character: is you make them the crazy conspiracy theorist that's correct.
Yeah.
Y'all remember Woody Harrelson in 2012?
Yeah, he was,
exactly, dude.
he
Just
was the best character in that movie.
And maybe it's because you could almost relate to them. Y'all notice this? Conspiracy theorists have been awfully correct lately. Mm-hmm. Yeah, there's been a.
So is there a Hollow Earth? Spoilers
I don't know.
for this movie, by the way.
We always do spoilers.
I know,
It should go without saying.
People who are listening right now, live.
I guess people keep saying like, "Oh, it was finally confirmed." I thought we kind of confirmed it in Kong when they do that test, and they're like, "It's hollow under here." Because I thought it was already kind of like we knew.
They alluded to it. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. And
I thought they were just implying that only Skull Island had it.
Well, no, because we remember. They were talking about how Godzilla goes from one place to the next in the very next movie, like in a matter of minutes.
Yeah.
And they're like, so Hollow Earth has to be.
Yeah, and they show it in King of the Monsters, right?
Yeah.
So
I think they alluded to it both times.
That's why I was confused, like, when I saw it on Twitter, it's like, oh, we finally got Hollow Earth confirmed. I was like...
confirmed, I guess. Yeah. A confirmation.
I was like, oh, okay, well...
From Apex, right? From the company. They did like a scan or whatever of the Earth and...
Well, I think what we can... Because in like the first two, it's like, okay, is it like the Earth truly hollow, or is it like just big caverns, right?
Yeah.
This is like Journey to the Center of the Earth type thing. Like there's an ecosystem. Yeah. Oh, exactly like it, man. I think they literally almost just copied and pasted like what was going on, right?
Yeah. A little bit better, I thought, but...
I really can't wait to get into those scenes, because those are some of my favorite when we actually get into...
The Hollow Earth.
Hollow Earth when they're in the...
I dig the Hollow Earth, man.
That was
I
pretty
dig
cool.
it, yeah.
And we'll get into it, but I'm excited.
Well, okay, so we talked about the previous movies a little bit. We got vibes on how we're feeling. Should we go ahead and give our ratings right now?
Sure, let's do it.
Who wants to go? Dallas, I always feel
hopefully
bad
we
for...
can change Dallas's mind.
You know what? Let's have Dallas go last. I'll go first.
Okay, all right.
Listen.
Switching it up, everyone.
Skull Island was an 8. I always relate movies in their genre, right? I'm not going to compare Godzilla versus Kong against Shawshank Redemption, right? Those are both great movies, not in the same league, right?
Yeah.
Skull Island was an 8. King of the Monsters was an 8. This is an 8. Like, I could just watch any of them at any time, just like depending on my mood. I feel like they're all the same equal level of enjoyment. So, 8 for me, Cody.
Well, I really enjoyed this movie. Me and my son were watching it, giving each other high fives.
Nice.
It was great. Kong being my favorite, that's... I don't know. This is only one-time watch. I'm going to go with my guy. I'm around a 7.8.
Wow, fantastic. That's a lot higher than I thought you'd go.
That was a very high score for you.
I enjoyed it.
All right, tell us.
Immensely.
Bring the curve down.
9 point. No.
Yeah, there we go.
This is a solid 5 for me.
Oh, shoot. Oh, shoot.
No.
It's just a right in the middle movie.
Okay, so in theory...
I'll give you a 5.1. to bump that up.
Okay, so that gives us a solid 7. So 7 out of 10. That's fine. No, that's totally fine. But you're saying a 5. So in theory, 10 is a perfect movie. 0 is garbage. This is 5 right down the middle.
This is a decent Friday night. I got nothing else to do. I'll go to the theater to watch this.
Okay.
How many times would you rewatch this in theaters?
I would rather watch this in theaters than what I did at home, than just watching it at home.
Of course.
So I will probably go see it in theaters. So I will rewatch it, but it is a 5.1 for
These
me.
movies are made for theaters,
So
and I think there's no arguing.
Worth it?
Worth it.
I think it's worth it.
I would say worth it as well. Yeah.
I mean,
I would say any of these movies are worth it in the Monsterverse.
Yeah.
Especially if you can go to the theater.
Yeah.
Way better.
And you know how we feel about supporting the theaters right now. This is shattering box office pandemic records.
Is it?
60 million last time I checked, opening weekend.
I couldn't make it
during
to
a
the theater. I'm
pandemic.
very sad. I'm going though.
No, you got to see it.
I'm going to go see it in the theaters.
Anyways, this is the Common Critic on the Fed by Ravens Media Network. We're going over Godzilla vs. Kong. Stick with us. Welcome back, everyone. This is the Common Critic on the Fed by Ravens Media Network. We're going over Godzilla vs. Kong. Here's a big question for you guys. Cody, you kind of already alluded to it. Team Kong or Team Zilla?
I alluded to it. Yeah, I'm Team
Kong.
I mean, I love Godzilla.
Of course.
I love both of them. But I don't know. I thought Kong was going to win. But...
Well, there's an argument to be made, and maybe we'll make that argument later.
Oh, he didn't win.
He lost.
No, he didn't. No, for sure.
Yeah, I wanted him to.
He almost
second round was his.
No.
Yeah.
No, he didn't win any of the rounds. I thought he lost every single one.
The first one, that's not fair. He was like sedated and in water. That's like trying to take someone else on home court. Godzilla's like...
It's like if he was a tuna and a tiger.
Yeah.
Would swim out and eat you.
The other guy's reference. Dallas, what about you? Team Kong or Team Zilla?
Oh, I'm Team Kong. I mean, you come out with the axe. I was so hyped.
That's why I think he won that round. If he were to split it up in a round, the first round was in the boat. Second round was when he got his axe.
Yeah, but the second round then extends and then gets his butt kicked.
Well, yeah, because Godzilla gets the second win. I agree. And then the third round,
so it's
Godzilla wins.
Okay.
That's how I saw it. I mean,
I may disagree.
That's fine. Go ahead.
Because I'm outnumbered here. I've always been Team Zilla.
Ooh,
always. He's just... no offense, I think he's more fun. And here's the big reason. One, you guys know the Transformer noise in the Transformer movies when they like transform and it's like boom, boom. Mm-hmm. Dude, and you know how that's just like the most satisfying noise you've ever heard? You don't... dude, me and my friends used to talk about that. Well, dude, the same thing is like with his atomic breath, like that slow build up, the charge. Oh my gosh, I could listen to that for like hours.
That's pretty awesome.
And like the whole laser and just like the giant radioactive lizard thing and him, especially in King of the Monsters, taking on like no hesitation Ghidorah and Rodan and all these like big ones. It was awesome, dude. Mm-hmm. So it's just always been me, and I would argue that yes, I think of all the rounds, he won every round.
I don't know. That second round.
Are we doing scorecards?
Sure. Yeah.
Are we counting his?
I'm going 10-8 Zilla on the first.
Okay.
10-9 Kong on the second.
I'll take that.
10-6 Zilla on the third round.
Yeah.
He absolutely destroyed him round 3.
Yeah.
No, round 3 was a clear
I couldn't
win.
believe it. He's standing on top of him, just yelling at him.
Oh man.
I was like, no, Kong, no.
Here's my theory, because they only call him Kong. They've never called him King Kong, right? So I'm like, oh, well, that's an obvious giveaway. Kong's going to win, and then he's going to be like, oh, some lame, cheesy dialogue that they have in these movies. He's King Kong now.
No.
The closest thing they do is when she's like, no one bows to Kong.
Yeah, that's like the closest thing.
Kong bows. Yeah.
Kong bows to no one, whatever. Yeah.
That's a good line.
But what's a king to a god, I would argue. That's
a god to a non-believer.
Gosh dang it, I knew you would bring that up. I was thinking, I'm like, do I bring that up? Because I feel like one of them would give me the non-believer garbage.
Don't bring me the Kanye line.
I know, right?
There you go.
So let's talk. Okay, so...
Whatever Dallas says.
The setup is this apex is creating very obvious, like... instantly know it's Mecha Godzilla. And they even showed it in the trailer. It's like, y'all couldn't keep that a secret. You couldn't just...
But y'all kind of, you knew.
Yeah, there had to be something, right?
Yeah.
People argued that
Dallas didn't know. It didn't look like he knew.
Well, no, that's not what I was disagreeing to. Keep going, Brand.
Well, people argued that Mechagodzilla was going to be the Martha of right. It's going to be, you got your Superman and Batman fighting, and then they stop because of Martha, right? That Mechagodzilla is the Martha that gets them to team up, but it's not. Thankfully, the director said that there would be a clear winner,
And there was.
Which is interesting because I thought someone was going to die, but I guess you don't need to die to be the winner, right?
Well, King of Monsters. I mean, Godzilla killed all of them, so
he didn't kill all. Oh, okay, so that's the question I have. It says defeated. Does that mean killed?
Oh,
Did he kill all the other Titans?
Or are they all just hanging down on Hollow Earth?
And that's the thing. Did they all go back? Are they all just chilling?
There's some he had to kill.
Oh, I'm sure there's some that challenged him.
Ghidorah, right?
Ghidorah doesn't count. Super, because it's like an alien, right?
Yeah.
Wasn't part of the ecosystem, which is why he screwed everything up.
Yeah.
But yeah, they show it defeated. Does that mean killed?
No, I guess not. I didn't even think about it.
I assume they were just dead.
You
like
assume they're
just
dead?
deceased.
I would hope not, because that means there's only
Mothra?
two. Mothra's been dead, right?
I don't know. I can't remember King of Monsters.
No, yeah, King of the Monsters. She dies to help. She dies and gives her energy to Godzilla,
That's right.
and that's what helps bring him back.
If you get to take the energy from Hollow Earth and put it back with her,
Well, we
wouldn't
see
that
those
revive her.
Well, we also see those.
It revives the animals.
Apex has all those eggs of the skull crawlers or whatever.
Is that just to test Mechagodzilla? You think?
I think so, but maybe there's more eggs of other Titans or other whatever.
Well, apparently they can clone.
Yeah,
That's what I took.
I think that
skull crawlers.
the technology in these movies, it's well ahead of anything we're
I
talking.
think they've been doing for the past 60 years, 70 years since Skull Island.
Yeah, been prepping and getting ready for these, right?
Yeah. And then the guy who owns Apex was like, I got to make something to defeat Godzilla.
It's humans, man. You
Yeah.
just keep messing everything up. If
gotta control everything.
if they'd quit messing with stuff, they wouldn't come attack.
That's the thing. They said they went 5 or 6 years without a Titan attack or something from Godzilla, and it's because they essentially have the orca. You remember the orca from King of the Monsters, something like that. That's setting off Godzilla.
Yeah.
That's why he only attacked the Apex place, right?
Yeah.
You think it'd be more obvious to the characters in here?
Well, I think is they Ghidorah skull, right? I think took over. I don't know. I took over Mechagodzilla.
Yeah, we'll get to that.
So I think that signal was still being put out there, and that's why Godzilla went and destroyed.
Do you think? Wait, no, because the Ghidorah one is in Hong Kong, right? And he attacked Louisiana.
Yeah, he attacked off the
there was
off the
what
coast
was that
in that
thing
one.
that was there?
The eyeball, but it's like the orca sound. It's giving off the sound or whatever of the apex predators, right?
Yeah.
The Titans.
Okay.
That's what I'm thinking it is. That's why he attacked
giving
it.
off some vibes.
Yeah, just
come after
vibe.
it.
Just straight vibing,
Straight
man. I
vibes.
wasn't allowing it.
So that was in Louisiana, that first one? Mm-hmm. The first attack?
Yeah.
So they had to tunnel from Louisiana to Hong Kong?
Yeah, remember when they?
Yeah, I know. I want to go. I want to ride on it.
That anti-gravity rail thing or
Going
whatever.
1,000 miles an hour.
That would be pretty cool.
That would be awesome.
I'm like, they're going to die.
So we got Kong set up in... So Skull Island's done, right? They said the storm just enclosed the island and wiped it out. You guys catch that? That's why he's in the dome thing, because he can't The problem is they can't have him live on Skull Island because he'll just die because there's nothing left because of the storm, and that's what happened to all the natives there.
Yeah.
But they can't have him leave because they think Godzilla's hunting the other Titans.
Yeah. So they come after him. So yeah. So they left, and that cage was getting too small for him because he's.
Is that the thing? Yeah.
Yeah. And that's why I started throwing.
Because he's on the Truman Show, man.
Yeah,
that's what it is. They're pulling the Truman Show with
They
Kong.
borrowed a lot from a lot of movies in this.
Let's see. Truman Show, Journey to the Center of the Earth. What else could we?
2001: Space Odyssey.
Oh, dude, I was gonna bring that exact thing up, and then Batman versus Superman. Yeah, this is just a big collage of other blockbusters.
And, Pacific Rim.
Pacific.
So
good movie, by the way.
Yeah. Kaiju. I mean,
is it a good movie? No, I'm just kidding.
It's fantastic. It's flawless. As
Flawless,
you like to say.
yeah. As you say about Con Air, Con Air is flawless.
Con Air is flawless.
Pacific Rim, you could probably get it's flawless. It's pretty flawless.
So we talked about this little girl. She has like the connection to him. I think this is made to represent the sympathy for Kong. Because here's the thing. I was like, before this, I was like, if Kong dies, that'd be awesome. But then I didn't want him to die because, okay, I know you guys are giving me dirty looks, right? But I was all like, if one's going to die, I'd want it to be Kong and like some insane blast to the face or something like that.
Blasphemy.
Now I'm sad.
Yeah, that hurt my
Well, no, I'm saying they did a good job of changing me because I think the girl represents the sympathetic side of Kong, the human side.
Yeah,
and that's what they're bringing from like the original Kong series, right? Is Kong was like...
Yeah, we'll get in that after this break.
Right, yeah. So you're listening to The Common Critic on the Fed by Ravens Media Network. Stick with us as we go over Godzilla versus Kong. Welcome back, everyone, to The Common Critic on the Fed by Ravens Media Network. Going over Godzilla versus Kong. Let them fight. Let them fight. We want to talk more Kong, right? Specifically, this plot point of going to... their journey to the center of the earth, one might call it, right? The Hollow Earth theory,
to find home.
Would you say Hollow Earth is home?
Yes,
and not Skull Island?
Yes, Skull Island was an extension of what I understand is an extension of Hollow Earth.
But I think Skull Island was Kong's home.
Mm-hmm.
Well, that's where he was raised.
Because that's where he grew up.
Yeah,
but yes, like
from what I got from the movies.
Yeah,
right. I got that Skull Island was an extension of Hollow Earth.
Which is why there's all those crazy creatures and whatnot that are... You see similar looking ones in the center of the earth.
Yeah, and that's why it was hidden from humanity, I guess, the rest of the world for so long.
Like that's energy was leaking and made that crazy storm or whatever.
And so
that's interesting.
Something happened in Hollow Earth that made them come to the surface.
Mm-hmm.
Whatever that was like a great battle, or we can get into theories, but...
Well, is it weird that it was just like people, or monkeys or whatever, like Kong, and then skull crawlers, pretty much? Like it wasn't other titans or anything like that.
In Skull Island.
Yeah.
I mean.
Like maybe
Like that's the only
maybe there were, maybe
out.
just...
Well...
the survival of the fittest.
Yeah.
Well, that's the thing. Are all titans from this Hollow Earth? Every one of them? Is it like... Okay, so
something had to happen, because that's the whole thing, right? They had Monsterverse, right? So all these monsters fought each other somewhere. Was it on the surface, or is it in Hollow Earth?
Or did they eventually come up to Earth, or go back and forth, or I don't know.
And also, why would Godzilla have never attacked him on Skull Island? If he
maybe couldn't find him, I don't know.
Maybe he couldn't get to the storm, or
if it's an extension of Hollow Earth.
Yeah,
I don't know. That's
kind of where. That's just
these are all plot points that could be explored in later movies,
which I
probably
hope they do.
Oh, there should be a Hollow Earth type movie, man.
I want 20. I want Avenger Endgame, but with monsters.
They have enough, assuming they didn't kill all them off, like we were talking about, right?
Or like a prequel, right? Or something where it's
like The Mist, like there was a Great War.
Yeah.
Oh, shoot.
Yeah, that would actually...
That's what I want.
Oh, the Godzilla vs. Kong prequel.
Yeah.
There's an idea, man.
Yeah.
All taking place in this Hollow Earth. Because when he goes to that, for lack of a better term, monkey temple, right? All the axes, when they take the radiation, they make like a Godzilla-looking character.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so...
And then Godzilla's like... right down the...
That was awesome.
Fantastic.
Also, where was their doors for that? Did the monkeys make the doors?
Yeah, of course. It's ceremonial. You gotta have the doors or something.
I'm gonna call them a monkey.
It's gotta be a better name.
That's fine.
Gorilla? I don't know.
Yeah.
Kong?
Well, you can't call them all Kongs. You can't.
Are they all
Can you
Kongs?
do Kongs
I don't know.
plural?
The whole family Kong?
The Kong
So
family.
his first name was King?
Yeah. No, not yet.
Not yet.
Not yet, yeah. The family of Kongs.
Family of Kongs.
O'Doyle's rule.
O'Doyle's rule. We'll just call them the
rule.
monkeys, right?
Fine, we'll call them the monkeys.
I know,
the
so
dinosaur, I don't know. The lizard.
The lizards.
He's the only one left.
Kong.
So, yeah.
Yeah.
Or that we know of. Are they going to whip out
We didn't see any more in the Hollow Earth.
I would assume the Hollow Earth is fairly large.
Nah.
I mean, in theory, it's smaller than our surface area, but you got two sides of it.
Poles.
You think when he got to the monkey temple, there would at least be one other monkey.
Or something,
if there's more of...
Yeah.
Like when she's like, there's more of your family down there.
Maybe, right?
Yeah.
So I'm going to kind of revert back here to what we were talking about with Kong. I'm glad they did it with the little girl and it gave it. I think that part gave it emotion instead of
Like
the hot girl,
the hot chick. Yeah,
the hot girl who's taking up the Empire State Building. I think that's bounds and above better than the old
1,000
ones.
times better. Great, much
And it
better
shows his
concept.
intelligence, with the signing and everything. When he first signed, I was kind of like, but then they explained it.
And she's like, he didn't want you to know.
yeah. Then they explained it, and I was like, oh, okay, that makes better sense. But
I thought the signing was awesome because it's like monkeys do that. Like there are gorillas who do that for real, and then it just makes him. It makes you wonder if all these other Titans are that intelligent. Also, maybe not signing, but like a large understanding of what's going on.
oh, they'd have to be. I would think.
I mean, we say like dolphins are intelligent creatures, right? Would we say like Godzilla is then an intelligent creature? These other ones, all the Rodan and Mothra and all that, are on the same level.
Well, they even seem to kind of understand each other when they were in Hong Kong. Like when they were kind of yelling back and forth or whatever. Or like, I don't know, there just seemed to be like some kind of understanding between them.
Yeah, I think so.
But,
there's got to be something.
There was a good bro moment.
There was a good pro moment.
It was.
They
looked at each other, and he drops his ass.
Even when he's like standing on him, he's basically just like, stay down.
Yeah.
Like,
I'm gonna.
He's the older brother, right? He's like, I beat you up, and like, look, I can always do this, but I'm not gonna, murder you or anything.
Does
right?
Kong get bigger? Or is this his apex? No, apex. Yeah.
I know. I've been trying to avoid the word apex, but it's just impossible in this movie, man.
The height of his powers and strength.
Do you think he gets bigger?
I don't know.
I would hope so.
because originally they do say he's like basically still a teenager, right? That's what John C. Reilly
on Skull
says.
Island, he's like a teenager.
But
right?
that would only be like,
So is he full grown right now? Is what I'm asking.
I would say he's probably in his early 20s. Right, all things considered.
I mean, does he get a late growth spurt? I mean, I'm still waiting for mine.
Yeah. Right. Or is he done? I don't know. Or do they just never stop?
I don't know.
Oh, that's true.
Well, in Hollow Earth, is he going to keep growing? Is the thing? Is it such like a harsh environment? He's like there feeding on the energy. He's going to get
maybe
massive.
closer to his power source. He's like,
Then he'll become king.
Ooh, does he get so jacked and swole that he goes back up to the surface to finally defeat Godzilla?
Yeah.
There's an idea.
well, or are they friends now because they defeated Mechagodzilla
I don't know about
together?
friends. I think
or
they're-
like respect.
Yeah, they
Like,
respect each
"All right,
other."
you go over here.
You be king of Hollow
Yeah.
Earth, and I'll be the king up here.
Well, there's a movie I would want. I would want a movie with those two teaming up the whole time.
Ooh, that'd be
An Avengers type thing, right? But who would be like the third villain? You've already done aliens. You've already done robots.
Well, you can
Do wizards?
You can
You can
recreate
always-
Mecha. you can recreate Mecha.
Mecha
Godzilla.
again.
Just bigger, better.
Just double the size. Just
Yeah.
I'd take it, dude. I'm not going to complain on what like the.
I mean,
There's another frozen mecha, whatever, somewhere else.
I mean, there's infinite monsters. You
Yeah.
could do anything, right?
Or you could do Apex
Another
created a
alien.
bunch of those skull crawlers and they're sending them to them. And so they have to fight off whatever. I don't know.
Here's a question for you. We brought up the gravity thing, and we referenced 2001: A Space Odyssey with like the whole crazy colors all flashing on you. Is this too much?
No. That the Hollow Earth entering it and then Kong grabbing the one flying snake whatever thing
Yeah. That
and
was awesome.
smacking the other one with him.
Yeah.
That was great. And then just eating the head.
Yeah.
Also the one lady dying, the daughter.
Great.
Amazing.
Oh,
Just
no,
My favorite
no.
part.
Yeah, just easy.
She was awful.
The reason why I asked that is because I asked myself that while watching it. I'm like, is this going to be too much? As they're going through all the lights shining, I'm like, there's some portal on Earth. But then Hollow Earth comes out, and I think it's not enough. We're talking, we need like a
It's
movie.
good enough.
See,
I mean, you got monkey temples.
I rated this an 8, but it's like, okay, why did I knock down 2 points?
Yes. Why did you knock down 2 points?
I can't figure that out. But it doesn't feel like a 10, but I can't figure out
About 10.
complaints. Yeah, but what would
I mean,
be
if it
like
was
the
straight, like
drawbacks?
fighting, like rounds, like they were just in a, the square circle.
If it's just like put them in the octagon and let them go 5 rounds, that's a 10.
That's a 10 right there for me.
We got a Herb Dean
They're just,
just reffing them.
ring girls
Let's
walking.
get it out.
They're fighting one in Brazil and then they pop up from Hollow Earth in a different
Like
place.
Street Fighter.
Yeah.
Yeah, that'd be awesome. Brazil. Yeah.
No, but seriously, what would be like you put it as a 5. Is it just because it's boring to you, or what? Like, I can't figure out what the problem would be.
When you talk about Transformers Pacific Rim, these movies just don't. They're not my favorite.
They're not realistic enough for you.
No,
are you set more in real? No, I'm just really wondering. Like,
no, because
it's a lot of
I enjoyed Real Steel with Hugh Jackman, and that's big monster robot.
Essentially,
that's more grounded-ish, I guess.
I don't know. There's just something about these monster movies and these big, over-the-top things that it doesn't fully get my attention as action movies essentially go.
Yeah, I could see that.
Here's the thing, because we already said we don't care about the characters and story and plot. I see these other critics that say, oh, if you're wanting humanity and character arcs, don't go to this movie. Oh, you're missing the point, man.
Yeah.
We're not going to these movies for
there's a
the
character
humanity
arc between Godzilla and Kong.
Well, I'm saying like human arcs. Yeah,
no, that's not why you go to this movie.
Like the Titans have personality, right?
Yeah, a lot more in this movie than before.
Yeah, definitely King of the Monsters, right? Yeah. Maybe Skull Island, there's like some...
But there's a lot of personality in this.
There's a lot of personality.
In that fight.
Well, yeah, especially with Kong and everything.
Yeah.
But again, I can't figure out the negatives in this movie. So when we come back...
Yeah.
If we could figure it out. When we come back, let's go over this end fight scene, because it's what I've been wanting to save, because it is amazing. The apex of this movie. You're listening to The Common Critic on the Fed by Ravens Media Network. Welcome back, everyone. This is The Common Critic on the Fed by Ravens Media Network. We're going over Godzilla vs. Kong. We're finally here, last segment.
The apex of
the apex of it.
Our segment.
The actual... for essentially Godzilla versus Kong, right? Yes. You want to know my favorite part about this fight? Is like the first minute, there's no music, and it's just like the thuds of them throwing punches and just going at it. It's so raw.
Yeah, it's fantastic.
No, it's like...
The CGI in this is...
really good.
The best I've seen.
For something like this.
It's amazing. I was flabbergasted. I don't use that word a lot because I don't like that word, but I was flabbergasted.
Well, obviously, they spent a lot of their budget on the CGI rather than like the writers or something.
Yeah.
You know?
Here's a question. How many people died?
Oh, millions.
Millions?
Okay.
I love how they had no regard for that.
Why do they always say, okay, we've evacuated the city, and then there's always just a bunch of people around? It's like, obviously...
I mean, it's Hong Kong. You can't evacuate the whole place.
I know, but they always...
Did they say that in here?
Yeah, they did say we'll start the evacuation.
They're literally like, go to your Titan evacuation pods or whatever. And then people are always just on the street.
Because people are dumb and they do what they want to do. It's true.
Yeah.
Because people are like, I ain't scared.
You sheep.
Yeah.
Oh, jeez.
Here we go. No.
Yeah, let's get it started.
But no, that's what I'm saying.
People
they're trying to get out of town. You know, maybe it's just not fast enough.
But like the destruction's such a plus for me.
So good.
Right? Because it's like in Skull Island, there's not like a ton of destruction, but there's like better parts to it, right? Mm-hmm. In this, there is a lot of destruction. And you know what's crazy is, dude, they're fighting dirty. These are street rules, right? There is nothing official. Dude, they're like taking heads and slamming it, dragging it across like the thing. Oh, it's
the Mechagodzilla's tail.
Yeah.
With the little spinny thing.
Oh, yeah, like almost like a scorpion tail type thing.
I was nervous at that point in time. I'm like, they better not just like shut them down with the click of a key. I'm glad they couldn't get into it.
When he poured the whiskey on the thing, I was like, if that's how they end this thing.
I would have been upset.
Yeah.
But it just kind of helped a little bit.
You always got to have humans help a little,
which
right?
they did. They revived Kong, which was, I like that part.
Another revival, because then Serizawa dies in King of the Monsters by delivering the nuclear bomb to Godzilla in his little cave.
So you wanted that guy to die?
Well, no. I mean, I don't. If he did die, I wouldn't even think about it.
Yeah, that's true. I liked him though, somewhat.
He's all right.
No, yeah, he's all right. Yeah. He plays into like the only human that really draws me in, which is the little deaf girl, right?
Yeah. She was great.
No, she was fantastic.
But anyway, back to the fight. The axe and the Godzilla's beam that makes it charge again, and then he just starts slicing.
I wanted a better axe hit though. He never got a good.
Instead of just in the leg and the head.
Yeah, he never got a good axe hit.
Yeah, right after
he got it in the leg.
His head off.
On Mechagodzilla. Sorry, I'm talking about actual Godzilla. When he fights Godzilla, he never gets a good axe hit on Godzilla.
He gets a solid one in the leg.
Oh, there's some.
And then there's the one on the head that kind of explodes the whole thing, but you don't see it. I get what you're saying.
You don't get
I see what you're saying. I thought you were talking about Mecha.
Like a satisfying.
I wanted
one.
like the Thor, like play me some Led Zeppelin when he comes out of the
Oh,
thing.
nice.
How great would that have been?
That would have been
They just
awesome.
come out and
Like an end of Infinity War type thing, you know.
when the immigrant song just plays as he's coming out. If they would have done that, I would have been like, okay, this is the
Or
great.
Thunderstruck by AC/DC.
Yeah.
That'd been fantastic.
Anything.
Just a little, but
I mean,
no.
you're not gonna
When they
complain.
finally did use the axe on Mechagodzilla, I was like, okay,
Yeah,
good.
that was good.
That was as satisfying as Wonder Woman cutting off Steppenwolf's head in Zack Snyder's Justice League.
Yeah.
That was like one of those, now you're finally going to use it. Like, use it, you know? Like,
use it.
It was cool when he charged up the axe also.
Yeah.
When Godzilla charged his axe up.
Yes, with
The
beam.
radioactive,
Yeah.
whatever. Yeah.
That's what. Yeah.
Dude.
So which fight? Sorry, go ahead.
No, go for it.
I was gonna say which fight was better for you, the boat or the end scene?
Oh,
I would.
Round 1, round 2, because it was round 2, and round 3,
What's round 3? Because I consider like
round 4. That's when they
round
team up.
4 is with.
They team up.
Okay, then I would say rounds 2 and 3 are the best. I would combine because I see them as kind of one fight.
Okay, all right.
Round 4 is WWE, and they're just talking crap to each other. And then one, Randy Orton comes in, and
That was good timing.
thank you. And then someone tag teams and
Yeah, right. It's the tag team against the. What's your favorite? Yeah.
I don't know. They were both really good. I liked it when Godzilla's come to the water and just like slices through boats like butter.
That aesthetic with like the exploding ships and the smoke on the water and stuff like that is always so cool.
And it was in daytime.
Yes.
That was really good. And when he jumps off, when he's going to do his beam and he jumps off the boat, that was really cool.
Okay, how long was that last fight then? Because this started
It was
like at
pretty
dusk,
long.
and then all of a sudden it was dawn by the time they finished off Mechagodzilla.
Well, I don't know if we have an exact time how long they were fighting because it's like at one point Kong's like knocked out essentially, right? So who knows when he
but
wakes
it's
up,
like,
right?
It's like late at night, and then all of a sudden it is morning. So that must have been a really long fight.
Well, yeah, I guess there were some things that were happening too, I guess, with it in Apex getting Mechagodzilla, a.k.a. like, what's her name? I was going to say Gamora. It's not Gamora.
Millie Bobby Brown?
No.
Oh, Ghidorah?
Ghidorah, yeah.
The Ghidorah hen.
Yeah, coming to life and taking over Mechagodzilla.
Oh.
So you never know runtime.
Yeah.
Compared to real time in this kind of movie.
So you think that's what happened? Like there's still like brain function in that Ghidorah head that took over the.
Yep. Once that power hit from Hollow Earth, I'm convinced that.
Oh, I would agree. Yeah, it's the Ghidorah head that took over Mechagodzilla.
Yeah. I don't know if anybody else.
No, that's what I thought.
Yeah.
Something took it over.
No, for sure.
Something took it over.
I was like, it's not just AI. I feel like it was something more. And I think I read this, so I didn't hear it myself, but people said they heard the screech of
Ghidorah. Well, it does screech, but I don't know. I thought that was just like
So,
an
I don't know.
electronic like intimidation factor
So I
type
don't know
thing.
if they snuck that in or if they didn't. I don't know. Anyway. It was great.
The Mechagodzilla fight scene is so good. Like, it's super overpowered. Like, obviously, it had to be overpowered so the two team up, right?
Yeah.
But it's, like, scary. You guys were all fearing for Kong's life, right? I was fearing for Godzilla's life. I'm like, oh my gosh, like, they're going to play it to where
Godzilla died.
Mechagodzilla kills Godzilla, and then Kong realizes what a mistake it was, like, not coming in, and then he goes and delivers the final blow to...
That'd be kind of cool. I don't know.
See, I like the way they did it then, because if they would have done it that way, Kong just got destroyed by Godzilla.
Yeah.
And then Godzilla got destroyed by Mechagodzilla, but then Kong's going to beat him.
That's
that would
true.
have been a terrible way
Yeah.
to do that whole circle.
Yeah.
No, yeah, that's not good.
No.
So the way they ended up doing it, and
I think it's
basically
perfect.
giving him the paddles to revive him.
I like an EMT blast. What was that? Electrical magnetic pulse? Was it EMP? Was it just like a...
It was just something, man. It's just these anti-gravity cars or whatever that they use.
The
That,
technology in Apex is amazing.
and I have no issue with it. Like I could see
So
some
why is
people.
it an 8? Why is it a 7.8? And why is it a 5?
I can't figure out why it's an 8, but it is. Right?
I don't know. For me,
I'm like-
but you're usually like woo, higher.
No, I am usually higher, but like I said, Skull Island was an 8, King of the Monsters was an 8, this is an 8. They're all 8s, but they're all different. I can't figure out what I
the
don't
human
like.
aspect of it? Do you think
Maybe that's it. Maybe there's too much human, and it's like I always say I don't care, and I'm just there for the monster fights, and I am. But I understand you have to have like a certain amount of human to drive the story.
Yeah.
You have to have English, right? Like we need to hear words. You can't have a movie just full of gorilla grunts and lizard roars.
I mean, there
right?
was just a lot of sign language in this, and I was fine with it.
I can read. I don't know. It's good. You
want to like John Wick type subtitles on? Dude, that would be awesome. Like the different colored ones showing up for like them talking. That'd be great.
It's just a good thing Mechagodzilla didn't kill John Wick's dog.
Oh, yeah. I'm taking John Wick over Godzilla 10 times out of 10. Yes. Oh, yeah, for sure. So let's see. We got a little bit of time left. Is everyone satisfied with their scores? Are you sticking with the 5 or the 5.1?
I'll bump it up.
Oh, bump it up.
5.2.
Ooh, really?
The more we talked about it, but it is worth it's 5.2. I really do need to go see it in theaters because I think that would.
It would probably bump it up.
It's made for theaters. But it is a fun watch.
Yeah, I think it'll go up higher for me after I watch it in theaters. But for now, I'm going to keep my 7.8.
So that's about a 7.1 then we're talking about. I think that's fair. I think that's absolutely everyone worth it. So that's it with Godzilla vs. Kong. Next week, we got something special. I'm not going to spoil it for you guys. I want you to tune in next week. All I can tell you is we're going to be talking some trash.
Yes.
We're going to be doing some trash talking for sure. Nothing positive about the next movie. We're gonna get real negative, and it's gonna be a good old time. Stick with us. Follow us on social media. Find us on Instagram, on Facebook. If you're watching on YouTube, thank you. Find us on Twitter. Talk to us. Retweet. We're very popular amongst the movie lovers, the cinephiles, right?
Like and subscribe.
That's the big one.
Yeah.
Please, if you're watching on YouTube, consider subscribing. We got new content coming out all the time. This is a weekly podcast we do. We love it. And yeah, if that's it from you guys. This has been Brandon, Cody, and Dallas with The Common Critic on the Fed by Ravens Media Network.